Hi, my name is Patrick O'Neill. I am 29 years old, and I currently reside in Melbourne, Florida. And this is my application for the baseball reality TV show. Um, I guess a little bit about me and my baseball background. Like a lot of other kids growing up, baseball was kind of a rite of passage for me, and it was, I think it was something that really kind of helped me and my father bond. My dad got me when I was pretty young in a divorce case with my mom, and I think that it was really an opportunity for he and I to grow on a personal level. And most of my childhood memories with him are pretty much surfaced on the baseball field in and around Southern California. Um, I also kind of joke about it too because I think that my dad probably spent a little bit more money on me for my baseball education than most parents spend on their college education for their particular kids. So, um, and it's you look back now and my other little buddies were 10 years old and they're playing with forts and going to the beach and just having a good time. I was getting pitching lessons from former Cy Young Award winners. And, again, I joke about it, but looking back now, I think that I understand why my dad did that too. Um, I think that he realized pretty early on that I had a strong love and a passion and a skill set for baseball. But he also knew too that I was never going to be some physical specimen. He wasn't a big guy himself. He played some minor league baseball, but the way he looked at it, I think, with me, is that in order for me to continue to progress and play baseball at the highest of levels, I was going to have to be far more mechanically efficient, and I was going to have to be smarter than everybody else out there on the ball field. And for the most part, I would say it worked. When I was in college, the heaviest I ever played at was 135 pounds. I'm 5'8", 150 pounds now, so obviously I'm a mountain of muscle. But uh, again, it worked out. 4 years of college of baseball, had a chance to go play in a College World Series. So I did an awful lot with the physique that I was given, but I think looking back now that I could have done a hell of a lot more. I think for all the baseball knowledge that was entrusted into me and taught to me over the years, the biggest battle that I always had, I think, was with myself. For whatever reason, I think that I allowed my lack of size to really kind of creep in and dictate how I played the game of baseball. Um, I think the best analogy that I could use is that I oftentimes pitched defensively, and I guess when most of the coaches that you have at the high school and at the collegiate level tell you that you need to pitch a certain way because of your body type, no matter how much you want to go out there and tell them to go screw off, I'm going to air it out and do my own thing. Subconsciously, I think that eventually it starts to creep into the back of your mind that as a little guy, you have to throw a certain way. And I think that that's exactly what happened with me. I look back now, too, and I can remember probably about 10 or 15 outings over that 4-year span where I just sat there and said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to let it fly. My best against your best. Let's see who's going to win. And when I did that, I was flat out dominating. And again, I'm 29 years old now, so I look at it from the standpoint of there's an awful lot of regret that I have with my baseball career because I didn't allow myself to do some of the things that I think I was naturally capable of doing. And again, I think that with a certain age, there comes that maturity. There comes that comfort level with who you are as an individual, but that still doesn't make the regret go away any less. And if it's bad now when I'm 29, I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I'm 39, 49, 59. So, this might be my last chance. Might be my only opportunity. I'm not saying that that if I were given this opportunity tomorrow, I'm going to be able to walk out there onto the mound and pitch in the major leagues. Not saying that that's going to be the case at all, but I'd like to be given the opportunity. And I think that if I were put in a position where I was able to train exclusively on baseball and not just show up like every Saturday or Sunday with my buddies in a beer league game and go and dominate, and actually be given the time to go out there and invest myself into baseball, there's a hell of a lot of good ball inside of me. And furthermore, I think it would be fun to go out there and just watch me aimlessly walk through life in the first place. I kind of think of myself as a fairly fun individual to be around, and hopefully I think that your viewers would go out there and gravitate to that as well. So, again, regret's a powerful thing. That's why I'm doing this right now. This would be an opportunity for me to see what I'm capable of. My best against their best. See where the chips fall from there.